Hi, I'm Monty McKinnon. Thanks for joining me. Today in this video that you're about to see, you're going to see how we use this to get to here. And it was a bit dicey at a couple of points when the guitar came out of the carriage. I managed to fix that, but it's all good, and you're going to get to see that in just a moment. So first, what do you say we spin that intro, and then we'll get right into the build. Hi, I'm glad you're here. I'm a little nervous about today because we're cutting the top, and I'm always nervous when I cut the top. I have measured this thing several times last night and again this morning, and I've got this thing, I've tested it on this test piece that we did the other day, and I've made sure that we're fitting perfectly. And what I've got allows for some shell, because I've decided we're going to put shell around the top of the guitar, and that should look great. And we'll put the purfling as well. And so you have to allow for the width of the shell, the width of the purfling. The shell is about 60 thousandths of an inch, and two pieces of purfling at 20 thousandths of an inch each, so we got to allow for that. Plus we have to allow for the thickness of the actual binding, and I've already cut the channel. I've run my fingers around here. Everything feels pretty good. There is one tiny little speck here, and I will just make sure that we're not going to have an issue with that. I don't think we will. No, we should be pretty good on that. Okay, now I'm starting in the area of the armrest, and I'm just going to spin it right around, and let's see what happens. We are set, everything's good, power on. Okay, we had a problem, and this thing jumped out of the holder, and it shouldn't be doing that. I've got that in there pretty tight, so we will do this again. It's working pretty good. that looks pretty good. We've got one little bump here, which isn't going to matter because the fingerboard is going right over top of that. And that's because there was a chip out on the side when we did the big route on the side. And so as far as I can tell, it looks to me like this is going to fit perfectly. And I'm just putting a piece of shell in there. Oh yes, that depth is excellent. And I think we're going to be good to go. All right, now what we're going to do next is we're going to cut this piece. And I'm just debating whether to do that in the cradle or not. And that is coming in here, and that is going in there. Wrong tape. Wrong piece of tape. All right. Okay, let's get this one out of here. This has to come down a bit. Okay. Well, what I need to do now is I'll take this off. In fact, we can do that right now. Let's take that off. And by the way, remember when you're coming across on the grain, you always come across it. You don't go with the grain, otherwise you'll pull it up. And you don't want to do that. And so I'll take this off, and we have our armrest cut using this template. And there you have it. As you can see, we are down, and that looks pretty good. I'm not happy here. There's a little bit, it's not as smooth a transition in there, and I've got a little bit here. So what I do with that is I take this file. This file has been ground down on here, so there's no filing on here. There are no lines, so I can run that along the trough, and I will not go any deeper. Oh, that's much better. That just takes that little bump out there. Makes that nice and smooth coming around there. And I'll do the same thing here. And the reason for that is because, remember we bent these pieces of wood? Well, that wood is going in here. It's going to go in there like that very, very soon. Brazilian rosewood, that's really something else. Okay, now I'm going to end up cutting these pieces, but they're going in here like this. There it is. That's the beginning of the armrest, folks. I hope you can see that up there. Oh, this is exciting. We are there. This is a time for cutting some of this and getting some crazy glue going, and oh, we're going to have some fun in here. All right, that's fitting just so nicely. And I know that the shell is the right depth, because I've measured that about 7 times today. Oh yeah, that's going to fit just perfectly. And the binding is going to fit. So this is all good. All right, we're going to call it for today. And I will, I'll be back. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun today. Today's a good day. I need my water. I can feel that I'm a little low on it. So that's about it for me for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will have another video up for you very soon. I'll get this back piece cut into there so that it's ready to go, and then we'll start working on the front, and then we've got to put all the shell around and show you how that's all going to work. We got to put the binding on, and we're going to get the heater out here and start bending it again, because we got to fine tweak it to make sure that it fits just perfectly. But so far, this is looking really, really good. So you'll be happy when you see the end result. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned. We're just having too much fun at this. Bye for now.